Hi, welcome to Movement with Molly. Today we have a 45-minute flow focusing on hamstrings and forward folds. So, great opportunity to just really tune into yourself. We'll get started on the back in a constructive rest or really any comfortable reclined shape. So, go ahead and make your way. For constructive rest, toe heel the feet so they're as wide as the mat. And then invite your toes to turn in so the knees can knock in. And you can release any muscles of the legs. Invite your back to spread. And if you haven't done so already, just let your eyes close down or your gaze start to shift in. We'll be here for the first few breaths to just allow ourselves to land in the practice. So if it helps you to connect with your breath, invitation to place one palm on the belly and one palm on the chest. And start to just observe the natural rhythm of your breathing. Maybe notice the temperature of the air as you inhale. And as you exhale, and then wherever you are with your breath, together let's exhale really slowly to press yourself empty. And through the nose, take a full body inhale. And open up the mouth when you're ready to breathe out. Gently seal your lips. Inhale through your nose, maybe maintaining that contraction at the back of your throat. And exhale through your nose. Find a steady and rhythmic breath. And let that tether your awareness throughout your practice. And then start to toe heel your feet into a neutral position. From here, bend your right knee into your chest and interlace your fingers right at your right hamstrings. And then keeping your shoulders and hips grounded to the mat, extend the right heel towards the sky any amount. You might stay right here, find length. Maybe walk the hands up towards the calves, nothing to force. Let your shoulders stay heavy. And then invitation here to rotate the ankle, point and flex the toes, and just simply invite the back of your right leg to wake up. Keeping your right leg where it is, let your left leg lengthen and allow the left leg to be soft and heavy on the mat. You might start to crease your elbows to pull your leg closer in, but just keep extending up through your heel and drawing your toes back towards you. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Keep your pelvis rooted and then take your right leg towards the right any amount, pausing when you feel a stretch in the right inside leg. Big breath in. And big breath out. And then come back through center, bend the right knee, and gently guide it across the body for a twist. So your left hand might come to your right thigh, and your right arm can cactus. Big breath in. Big breath out. Back to center, right knee in, and then ground the sole of your right foot back down. Hug your left knee in, interlace the fingers, maybe non-dominant thumb on top this time, and then extend your heel up and just invite movement in. Letting the sound and sensation of your breath really tune you into your embodied experience. And you might walk your hands up if you can do so with your shoulders remaining grounded. From here, lengthen your right leg long. Let it remain soft. And then release right hand to right hip and take the left leg to the left any amount. Just notice how that changes the stretch. Big breath in and out. And then come back to center. Bend your left knee in and guide it across your body, maybe with your right hand, adjusting hips so that they're still down the midline as you twist ribs to your left. Inhale here. And exhale to soften. Make your way back to center. Hug both of your knees in. And then roll to your right side. Find a fetal position. And we'll pause here to maybe set up an intention for the practice. So let this shape represent your seed potential. What do you want to invite in as you have your inward experiences, or something you want to cultivate? Pressing yourself up will meet in a tabletop. So come to the shins, tops of feet, stack wrists under shoulders, spread your fingers, and then give yourself just a few rounds of breath to move here intuitively. So you could circle your head or hips. Good back bend and round your spine. You could bend the elbows or tuck the toes. And just take a few more rounds to balance yourself out. And then we'll take this right into a moving down dog. So walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, and slowly lift your sits bones up. And then bend and extend through your legs here. So a slow pedal of each heel towards the mat. Slowly walk your palms back towards your feet. Keep your hips high. Bend your knees a lot so your rib cage can really fall and maybe even rest on your thighs. Great place to grab onto opposite elbow to add weight to your torso. You could even bring hands to interlace at the nape of your neck. Feel free to rock side to side or front to back. Walk your hands up your shins. Find a halfway lift as you breathe in to lengthen. And fold as you breathe out. And then one palm at a time, walk yourself all the way out into your high plank pose. Press the ground away. Inhaling here, come forward to the tips of the toes. And then as you exhale, with or without your knees, bend your elbows towards your body and lower slowly to the floor. Untuck your toes, hug your elbows in, and as you breathe in, lift the heart up. Little to no weight in the hands, baby cobra pose. As you breathe out, forehead to the floor. And then child's pose. Send your hips towards your heels. Breathe into the back here. Let your belly and chest release towards your mat. On your next inhale, shift forward, sending weight into your palms. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Take that slow pedal again, and this time we'll walk feet towards hands. Keep the lift of your hips, the weight in your torso and head, and make sure your toes are facing the front of your mat. From here, inhale, find a long flat back, And exhale, release and fold over the legs. Keep a micro bend in your knees and one vertebra at a time. Roll up the length of your spine, letting your head stay heavy. Once your chin lifts, flip your palms forward and invite your gaze in. Find a full cycle of breath and maybe call to mind your personal intentions. What, if any, qualities are you cultivating within? What do you want to embody inside of this time, inside of your practice? Let your eyes flutter open. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, bend your knees, crease at your hips, forward fold. Halfway lift on the breath in and fold on the breath out. Bend knees, plant hands. Inhale, step, step back, strong plank. Exhale, this time option to lower less than halfway. Hug the elbows towards the ribcage, chaturanga. On your inhale, flip your feet, press into your palms for upward dog. Exhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Take a smooth breath in through your nose. And maybe open up your mouth to breathe out. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your neck and head in line with your arms. And you can bend the knees as much as you need to really lift the sits bones up and back, giving yourself space and length for your spine to really decompress. From here, as you inhale, send the right leg long. And as you exhale, lightly step your foot in between your palms. Keep your feet hips width and drop the back knee down. And then shift your hips back over your left knee for a half split. Bow your head. Bend your right knee any amount. You might play with flexing right toes back towards your face. Maybe close your eyes and just tune into your breathing. And then re-bend your right knee, lift your left. Hop your left foot in a few inches and to your left. Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. Spin the left heel down to a 45-degree angle and drop your head and torso. So you can adjust the length of this stance if shorter feels better. You can bend your right knee as much as you need. From here, we'll transition into a standing split. So spin your left heel up, bend your right knee, and then start to shift your weight forward, keeping torso towards your right leg. Go for length here as opposed to height. Think of it like a one-legged forward fold. Big inhale, and then exhale, two-legged forward fold. Bend the knees. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Maybe press palms. Exhale, arms at your sides. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale, forward to toe tips. Exhale, lower your way, elbows to ribs. Back bend of your choice. Big breath in and down dog as you breathe out. Left leg up and back on your inhale. Step your foot through as you exhale. Hips width. Drop the back knee. Keep the chest close to the left thigh and shift the hips back for your half splits. Focus on the length here from the base of your spine, drawing back towards the back edge of your mat, all the way to the crown of your head. You can play with flexing the left toes And just let your torso be heavy towards the floor. From here, bend the left knee and start to shift forward for pyramid pose. Lift the right knee up, hop your foot in, and then spin your back heel down to 45 as you lower the torso. Any amount of a bend here in your front leg. Just allow your head and chest to be heavy. And then keep that heaviness of the upper body. Bend the front knee and spin the back heel up for standing split. So start to shift the weight forward. Drop your forehead towards your shin. And again, don't worry so much about height. Just focus on length. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. And then inhale, take your arms all the way up to stand. Overhead. Exhale, arms down, grounding in mountain. Inhale, arms out and up, press palms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back, landing with bent elbows. Back bend of your choice as you inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing, moving with the breath. Inhale, take the right leg long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands and ground the back knee. As you breathe in, shift your hips back, half split. As you breathe out, rebend the right knee and lift the left. Inhale, hop your foot forward and fold, pyramid pose. Exhale, rebend your right knee, spin your left heel up. Standing splits as you breathe in, shift forward into your right leg. As you breathe out, forward fold, bend both knees. Flat back as you breathe in. Fold on your breath out. Inhale all the way to stand. Exhale, arms down. As you breathe in, take your arms out and up. As you breathe out, forward fold. Flat back on your breath in. Step or hop back. Land with arms bent on the breath out. Inhale, your back bent. Exhale, your down dog. Next breath in, left leg long. As you breathe out, step your foot through with control. Ground your back knee. Breathe in, shift your hips for your half split. Breathe out, rebend your front knee, lift your back knee for pyramid. Inhale, hop forward and fold. And then exhale, bend the left knee, lift the right heel and shift forward. Standing splits as you breathe in. Fold on your breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, grounding back in mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, press the palms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale, back bend of your choice. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Reconnect with your breath. Check back in with the backs of your legs. And as you inhale, send the right leg long. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. This time, keep your back knee lifted. Take the right arm up to the sky. Find a twist. Maybe even tent up onto your left fingertips. Try to keep your pelvis level so the twist is from the ribs. Big breath in to expand. And on your breath out, right hand down inside the right leg. Start to lengthen through right leg and pivot all your toes to the left. Wide-legged forward fold. Drop the weight of the head and shift the weight more into the balls of your feet if it went back into your heels. Great place to bend and extend through your legs. Great place to grab opposite elbows over your head.
And from here, we'll slowly roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. So you may adjust your feet to a narrower stance and turn the toes in slightly. Flip the palms forward, root through the outer feet. And then sweep your arms out and up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, spin your right toes towards the front of your mat. Open up your arms parallel with your mat, and then reach your fingers over right leg as you send your tailbone back. Right hand down, left hand up, Trikonasana triangle pose. Try to stack your shoulders and wrists and gaze up so your chest can open. Big breath in here to expand. And as you breathe out, bend the right knee and adjust that left foot back to land in a warrior two. Gazing over the right fingers or maybe inward. Come back to your breath. From here, flip your right palm, reach up, peaceful warrior as you inhale. And then cartwheel your hands down to the ground as you exhale. Shift the weight into the left palm. Come to the outer edge of left foot for side plank. Stacking yourself or maybe lowering left knee for more stability. Big inhale to expand. Exhale, right hand back to the mat. Inhale, forward plank pose. And exhale, lower with control. Inhale to open. And exhale to lengthen, downward dog. Smooth inhale through the nose. And open the mouth to exhale. And then left leg up and back as you breathe in. Step your foot in between your hands to your hips width. Keep your sacrum level. Find your twist. Left arm up to the sky. Rotate from your ribs, maybe tent up to right fingertips. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, left hand inside left foot, walk to your right, wide fold. Again, take 3 breaths here to just move intuitively on your own. Maybe side to side to feel the stretch on the insides of the legs. Maybe you do something to add weight here to your torso or your head. And then option to toe heel the feet a little in to shorten your stance. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll up your spine. Take the arms out and up. Inhale. Exhale, left toes to the front. Parallel your arms with your mat. Reach left fingers over left toes as you send your tailbone back towards your right heel. And then tilt left hand down and right hand up for triangle pose. You can bring any amount of a bend to this front knee, but try to lengthen from the outer right foot all the way to the crown of the head. Shoulders might come together behind your back to open across your chest. Take one more big breath in to expand. And as you breathe out, warrior two. Bend your front knee and shimmy your right foot back. Root through your heels, draw them in towards your midline. And then in opposition, pull your hands apart. Soft focus with your eyes. Staying low here, flip your left palm, reach back and up. Peaceful warrior as you inhale. And cartwheel your hands down as you exhale. Weight in the right palm, outer right foot. Slow transition into side plank your way. Again, you can always utilize the right knee for just more stability. One more big inhale. Exhale. Left arm down. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, dog. And then walk the hands back towards the feet. We'll meet in another forward fold. So one option is to stay right here, bend the knees a lot, find the breath. If it's available, find peace signs with your hands, so middle finger and index. Hook the peace fingers around the big toes, and then take the weight forward into the balls of the feet, lift the hips up, and start to crease the elbows out to pull the torso down. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Let the shoulders soften. And then gently release that grip if you took it. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, fold. Walk yourself all the way back to your downward facing dog. You might come to a plank pose. Just to measure, take the hips back and up. As you breathe in, right leg up and back. As you breathe out, step the foot between the hands, and then we'll come forward straight into a standing splits again. So press off of the left foot. Might walk the hands back to grab for right calves and play with the balance. Pull your forehead towards your right shin. Big breath in. As you breathe out, left foot down in line with right. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Grab that peace finger grip again. Hook it around the right big toe. So right peace fingers, right big toe. Left hand, left hip. And bring the weight into your left foot. Take your time with this transition. One vertebra, one breath at a time. Slowly rise up to stand. If grabbing that big toe doesn't feel available, hold on, right hand with right shin. Keep your hips and shoulders squared off to the front of your mat. And if your breath feels steady and supportive, option to kick through the heel, lengthening through the right leg. Flex the toes back towards the face. Stay with the breath. You can stay right here or start to open right leg to the right. Maybe even take the gaze over to the left. Slowly make your way back to center. Maybe even bring right hand to right hip, challenge yourself to hover, and then feet down and shake the legs out. Arms out and up, breathing in. Let it go forward, fold on your out breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back with arms bent, and you can always skip that transition. Big inhale wherever you are. And exhale, downward dog. Smooth inhale through your nose. And a full exhale. Send your left leg up and back, breathing in. Breathing out, foot between your hands. And then right away, press forward to standing splits. Keep your torso and head close to that left leg. Again, option here maybe to play with balance. You can walk the hands back to the left ankle. If you fall out, no worries, come back in. Right foot to left. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale to fold. And then right hand to right hip. Left peace fingers, left big toe. Again, take your time, breath by breath. Slowly make your way to stand. Again, option to just hold the left shin here for one-legged mountain. Or make sure you're reaching from inside the knee for that big toe grip, and then plug your left shoulder back into its socket. Breath feels steady here. Start to extend any amount through your left heel. Flex the toes back. You can stay and breathe. Or open your left leg towards the left, maybe even gaze towards the right, keeping a long spine and a soft face. Coming back to center. Again, maybe challenge yourself No hands for breath. And then let it go and shake it out. Arms out and up, breathing in. Breathing out, forward, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, this time we'll simply bend the knees, sit back, and roll all the way back down. Find your constructive rest, letting toes and knees knock in. And then one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. And gazing in, we'll be here for 5 full cycles of breath. From here, walk your feet back to neutral, heels in line with hips, and then press down to lift your pelvis for a bridge. So allowing front body now to open after all of that back body opening that we did. Let your shoulders be wide and lower your spine 1 vertebra at a time. And then toe heel the feet wide and let your knees gently windshield wiper side to side. Come back to neutral. And just like we began, hug your right knee in. This time, maybe you try reaching for that big toe grip, only if this right shoulder can remain grounded. Extend the heel towards the sky. Breathe into the back of your right leg. And then let the left leg heavy and lengthen. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Open your right leg to your right, any amount. Again, do your best rather than rolling to your right to keep your back body grounded. Come through center, change hands. You might keep your right leg extended this time to stretch the IT band, up to you. We'll take a twist, legs to the left, ribs to the right. Make your way back to center. Right foot down, bend your left knee in. Again, you can play with that big toe grip. More important that the shoulders and hips feel grounded. So just extending left leg to whatever degree that you can and meeting yourself where you are always with your breath. Keep the left leg where it is, right leg long and soft. And then right hand to right hip. Staying grounded through your pelvis. Open your left leg to your left, any amount. Come back through center, change hands, or you could always bend the knee like we did at the top of practice. Find a twist, any expression. Make your way back to center. Hug both knees in together, and then bring the heels towards the ceiling for a waterfall shape.
It's a nice passive inversion, letting the feet and legs enjoy the reverse flow of blood and energy. Nice time to relax and receive. If you had specific qualities or intentions you're looking to embody in this practice, without judgment, just check back in. And from here, bend your knees towards your armpits. Reach for your outer feet or outer calves. Happy baby pose. Pull the knees down. Feel free to rock from side to side. And then bring soles of feet to meet. Placing that connection to the ground, we'll meet in a butterfly. Let the knees open, hips rotate open, and maybe one hand comes back to the belly and one to the chest. 5 full breaths here. Shavasana when you're ready. Extend your legs so feet are at least the width of your mat. Bring your arms down by your sides. Let your palms face up. Let your gaze remain in and embrace this practice of stillness. Let your breath be spontaneous. And my voice will fall out and guide you back in about 2 minutes. You're welcome to stay here and rest as long as you can. Notice your breath. Invite it to lengthen and deepen, especially your exhales. And gently welcome movement back in. Eventually, stretch your arms over your head and exaggerate your breath. Roll to your right to rest. Coming back to your fetal position, the seeds you want to plant and nurture in your practice. What can you seal in and take with you off of your mat?
Meeting back up in a comfortable seat.
Bring the palms to prayer. Bow the chin to the chest to honor the teacher within. The light and teacher in me honors and sees the light and teacher in you. Thank you for your practice.